Hello, guys. I'm Manuel, and I'm finally back to review another monster movie. Well, not a kaiju movie. I will work on that later. And today, the movie we're going to talk about now is The Lost World, directed by Harry O. Holt, and the special effects created by Willis O'Brien, the master of stop motion. So let's not waste any more time and dive right into this movie. So, the plot's about a paleontologist named Edward E. Malone who has a crush on Paula White, has to go in an expedition with Professor Challenger to prove the dinosaurs are actually in South America. And then after that, when he thinks that Professor Challenger's ideas that dinosaurs are still living there, thinking that it was fake, but in reality it was true. There's actually dinosaurs living in South America, and then they try to escape the area they're on with dinosaurs, and they actually trying to have an idea. They're trying to capture a brontosaurus to just capture, trying to prove the press that Professor Chandler's not lying, that they're dinosaurs living in South America. And then when they brought brontosaurs all the way back to London to prove that there's dinosaurs living in South America, boy, all hell breaks loose when the brontosaur begins to go on the loose throughout London, goes on a rampage right there, right during the climax. And then after that, for some reason, they didn't even call the military to stop that thing, even though that thing just caused a lot of property damage for some reason. And then when the brontosaurus goes on the Tower Bridge, it collapses right at the same time as about to just cross the bridge or something like that. And then when the brontosaurus get dropped into the river, I guess he started to swim away all the way back to South America, never to be seen once again. And I gotta say, this movie is a wonderful masterpiece from the start. The characters, the dinosaurs themselves, and everything behind the movie. And thank you, and massive, and yes, including the author himself that created they created the novel that inspired from this movie. Yes, this movie was inspired by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novel, and I do appreciate what the movie tried to be. Monster movie, that's why. What do you expect? Well, yeah, I'm gonna mention the few differences between the novel and the movie itself, the original, not the other adaptations. So the movie version mentions that yes, there's still parts that are the same, but there's still a few different ones. The main part is that Paula White isn't in the novel, but there's another love interest. So yes, there's another new love interest for Edward Malone, and it's not Paula White, so F for her. And the difference is the novel has a longer story. When the characters went to South America, they counted natives who were fighting off the ape men. But that whole sequence was cut from the movie because they didn't want to stretch out the runtime for some filler. Well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, I wish they would add that feature in the movie itself, that we can actually encounter the natives who fight off the ape men. Well, yeah, they did add some few scenes with the natives and the ape men, but there's just a few cameos above them, so it's kind of upsetting to see them go. So, and after that, the main difference is that when they brought back to London, it wasn't actually a brontosaurus. It was actually a pteranodon that got captured by the protagonist. And then when the pterosaur begins to escape and never seen once again, just like the brontosaurus did in the final part of the movie. And also, yes, I'm gonna talk about the special effects. The master of stop motion himself, Willis O'Brien. And I gotta say, God bless him for creating the effects for this movie, and I please him for literally creating the effects for the movie, and literally put all effort to creating the effects for the movie. 10 out of 10 for this movie. A massive 10 out of 10 for this masterpiece. So, in conclusion, this movie is a wonderful masterpiece. So, if you guys are a fan of old school dinosaur movies or any type of shit, then give this one a watch because it's a fucking masterpiece and it's never gonna be forgotten for good. Never gonna be forgotten for one of the best dinosaur movies of all time. So guys, that's all for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and see you next time. See ya!